Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mark, aka Crisis, coming to you live for the first broadcast of my channel. Broadcast, talk a little history here. I'm standing outside. I'm actually sitting outside Governor Square Mall in front of Golden Corral. I'm gonna have breakfast here in a little while with some friends. Before that, I want to make a short live video. I make a lot of videos, but what the hell? I'm going to make a live one. You know, I've never done it before. I've done it on Facebook, but never on YouTube. Let's be serious, okay? Toys R Us going out of business. You know, Toys R Us, entity of its own competence. That's mean that I can end the video with 1 minute right now. What the hell? That's pretty much what it was. What killed Toys R Us outside of oh God, everything. Basically was the fact that you had Walmart. Hell, there's a Target not very far from Toys R Us. Practically right next door. You can almost take a rock and throw it across the street practically. And there's also a mall that has a GameStop in it. So you have Best Buy. Right next to Belk there. So right next to Belk, there's a Best Buy right next to it. So you can go down there to Best Buy, and if you have game rewards per member, you can get games that are cheap. Toys at Walmart. But not only just toys they sold games as well. But the games they sold were obviously the same price as games at GameStop. But we're going to function more on the toy accessories. That was really what killed them. That and also partnership with Amazon that really killed them, because Amazon, decided to go ahead and just totally, Toys R Us. They could have, Toys R Us could have been bought by Amazon, and because it could became Amazon fulfillment centers, where you go there, pick up your stuff, and this is a former Toys R Us store now on Amazon. You don't know. It could be. Amazon could come by just like World Wrestling Federation or WWE came by and bought out WCW that was, defunct. They too could buy out Toys R Us for a real cheap profit and turn the store behind me a couple blocks down. Not behind me, because that's an Electronic Express, but beyond that could become like a pickup center, a fulfillment center, a store, so to speak, but not really a store, Amazon store in the sense of, hi, welcome to Amazon, may I help you find something today. More like, we have all this room here for your orders. They ship to the Amazon fulfillment center, or maybe even the little drones could pick up stuff there and put it to your house, whatever. It could be that type of situation. And what do I mean by that? Do I mean that Toys R Us, that Amazon do that? Probably not. But it's not a bad thing to say. Bad thing to say at all, where with the Toys R Us going defunct. You have to understand, to follow Toys R Us is to follow their vision. The vision is to bring toys to place only find toys. Walmart was very small at the time they started. Kmart was very small. Of course, a lot more healthier back then. Sears didn't have a lot of toy sections or game sections. I know Sears at one time had it. Of course, they kind of went off the hell they're going Boulevard and went off another little damn adventure. GameStop, hell, all they sell is games and trinket toys now, and trinkets and weird ass topic ripoff crap. It's understandable to look at what's being done with with Toys R Us in places like that. Circuit City Radio Shack, Radio Shack these things went out of business with Toys R Us, not because by accident. They went out because the past events, it's a cause and effect. Sometimes the effect can be before the cause. Well, the cause was, for Toys R Us, was overpriced items. And public being tired of paying $25 more for a piece of plastic you can buy at Walmart for half the price. And maybe even more, less than that. Especially with the rollback they had, Walmart had back then. It's half off today. You can get a freaking Teletubby toy at one time at Walmart for it was way back then, but I remember it vividly because a friend of mine's kid loved Teletubbies. I don't know why, but whatever. It was a girl and kind of a baby, so I guess it's funny. Walmart sold them for I think for a set you can get 4 of them for $20, $25, maybe less than that. And at Toys R Us, he said it was almost 40 almost. Now I don't know for sure. He just, I don't know if he's exaggerating and saying it's $40 because he wants 4 of them, or it's 6 of them, or maybe, I don't know for sure. I can't tell you, but that makes sense to me, though, that the Toys R Us downfall started when they start thinking, that they're the only game in town. When you have a Target behind, a Target next to them, a Wally World not very far down the road, a Best Buy, and a GameStop around you, you don't have to have a heck of a whole lot. Heck of a whole lot to understand why they went out of business. Like I said, same with Circuit City and the Radio Shack. Toys R Us failed to go with the times. They tried to do the Amazon business with them. Amazon was beginning to be big, or was big, or whatever. I'm sorry, I don't have a chart and graph chart, and I don't have articles I can regurgitate to people, but I'm spitballing this. I don't write stuff down that much when I say stuff like this. Okay? The point being is, though, that Toys R Us went out of business because they failed to understand what the consumer wanted. The consumer wanted and wants competitive pricing, good quality products, and they'll have to deal with being they have to haggle. In my sense, Toys R Us killed Toys R Us. It wasn't us. It wasn't the baby boomers. It wasn't the Gen X. It wasn't the Y generation or millennials. It was the fact that Toys R Us did not understand the economic growth and degrowth of people. You can't charge $50 for a stuffed bear you can buy at Walmart for $30 or $20 or even $10. Hell, even some gas stations, big ones, have toys in them. Hell, Walgreens has a toy section now. Where I live at over next to one over there in Clarksville here. They have a toy section. Not very big. Toys, they have stuffed animals. Competitively priced. Not terribly, but competitively priced. That being said, what happened to Toys R Us? Toys R Us happened to Toys R Us. You cannot have a portfolio where it says you're going to spend this much money and not take in that much money. You can't sit there and charge, $1 million for a toy and expecting to bring in $3 million revenue. You have to be competitive. You have to understand lower prices. And they tried that in the last few years, but the death nail was already, The death horn was already sounded for them, and they knew that. So today I'm gonna go in there and look. Because they're going out of business in my location too. I want to see what kind of games they have, video games, Xbox One, PS4, whatever. If it's haven't been picked clean yet, because a lot of people like myself who are gamers go out to the game search when places like that close down. Because games get marked down pretty good. Not at first, but I'm waiting to hopefully get some good games, good deals. Um, um, I'm not against used games in GameStop, but if I can get a game for half price, whatever, even stores going out of business, and it's kind of sad. Yeah, your vulture's picking it clean, but it's not our fault. We didn't say, hey, Taylor Toys R Us going out of business. But it's almost like a garage sale almost when stores go out of business like that. Circuit City had it, Radio Shack had it. Kmart and Sears probably going next. But right now, you have online retailers becoming number one. See, I work for a retail company. I work for a home improvement company. There's many of those around. I'm leaving the name out. Why? Because employees of companies are not authorized to give out their company name or advertise the company. I was never told this, but I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, I'll work there. I'm not going to do that. But what I'm saying is, though, a company I work for, has expanded tremendously on the revenue of online. We had a meeting, a couple months ago, saying that online distribution will be close to almost 60 to 80%. Well, they are right now. I don't care if you work for Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, 84 Lumber, whatever you work for. If your company and these companies are doing a lot of business online, Home Depot, Walmart, Lowe's, even Sears, even Kmart is trying to get into it because they're trying to save themselves. And with all that online traffic, it ain't just a millennial thing. There's 90-year-old grandmothers who have cell phones buying, a knitting sewing kit online from Walmart. It's not that far off, people. And retail stores, especially the ones I work for, needs to have online success. Because with YouTube being successful online, it was back then, Amazon being number one online, the Walmarts, the Lowe's, the Home Depots, the Kmarts, many others out there running around. They're taking, a dart and they're trying to throw it at the board, to get their piece, to find what they measure up at. Because Amazon is the pinnacle. Amazon is right now number one of everything. Doesn't matter what you think of them, how you feel of them. You can't go to Amazon store and complain to a store manager because their staff ain't giving good service. It's essentially a computer. You're talking to a computer screen. You're talking to yourself. Because the person that's selling you stuff is you on your phone or on your computer. You're literally logging into their system and using it. Places like Toys R Us, even Kmart, Circuit City, and especially Radio Shack, those three didn't have online stuff at the time. Customer service was not always 100% par with what you're spending. And if you go for top dollar on something, you don't want your employees lay down on their stomach and you walk on their backs. I would hope not. Unless you're an asshole who thinks because you spend $1, you treat people like dirt, then your life is pretty much miserable, and you're making to see that. I see it too in my job all the time. Cause walking in there, well, I spend this much money. Yeah, you're an asshole. We just smile and nod and just get you out of our way because we don't care about you. And they go off home beating their chest like they won something. Because retail always has customers like that. You know, you're never going to get out of that. But the Toys R Us stuff was difficult because you go to Walmart, okay? Okay, if I help Walmart, most people don't want help. Like me, I know what I want. You know, if I can't find a game at Walmart, hard to believe I can't find it, I'll go to GameStop, unfortunately, sometimes. Most cases, I go to Best Buy. Because I can get it better at Best Buy than I can get it, you know, maybe at Walmart or GameStop. Not saying that GameStop is terrible, but let's be honest here, though. Power to players don't mean much when your company is, you know, being run like a dictatorship. People who've worked there talked about it. So in closing, what killed Toys R Us? Many variables. Their own stupidity, unable to grow or unwilling to grow, i.e. trying new areas, online especially. They did with Amazon, but Amazon was a juggernaut anyway. And when Amazon took over, it was the crosshairs for Toys R Us. And you can get toys cheaper in Amazon going through their outlets than going to Toys R Us. So they kind of committed suicide businessly by taking the gun and blowing their own brains out because they just let themselves get shot in the face by their own gun. Instead of firing back at the war, the war or the retail juggernaut stores, they just blew themselves away and said, hell, we can't compete. You know, like Nintendo with the Wii U, and they thought they couldn't compete. Whole different video, a whole different live stream, different time. But yeah, guys, this is my thoughts on it. Like I said, I always say like, subscribe, turn notifications on so you'll know when I make videos. I'll holler at you guys later. My friends arrived, so we're gonna have breakfast. And that's fine. But yeah, you know, it's just one of those things. Count you guys later. Peace out.